Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here. We get a list of 11 homes, including one of my favorites from this year. From the past 3 years, we've been doing these videos. An amazing property. So before we get to that, let's get started with 1380 Koskin, number 19. It's at 329, and so it's the end unit. And the way these are set up, if I go back to this front picture, is that you've got the second and third story are occupied by this home, and then you've got a main floor that's kind of sunk down a bit, and then you've got a lower level, a basement level, that somebody else owns. So that's why they're called stacked townhouses. Nice hardwood floors, open concept main floor. There's a powder room on this floor. Then you've got 2 full bathrooms upstairs, laundry, plus 2 bedrooms, not 3 bedrooms. And I definitely think there's a bit of a value hit for only having the 2 bedrooms. The sales have done pretty well in here, actually a little better than I thought initially, which is normal for new construction. Everybody has that, oh, I want a new one. I'd be surprised if they got this price, and I definitely wouldn't recommend a buyer pay this much. I just think there's equivalent value elsewhere, especially with the $120 a month in fees, which is actually higher than the Green Life building with 2 bedrooms plus a den, which already has an offer on it, and we predicted that. It was a good deal. So the 832 McKay, 359, it's in Amesbury, it's 1130 square feet. It's one big open room. If you're smart with the scale of the furniture, you can do a small dining room plus a family room. And then you've got your kitchen here. It's fair game to change anything in the kitchen. You can paint the cupboards, you can change the appliances relatively inexpensively. That's what you can change, is the location of the home and basically the size of the box, because you're not going to do an addition on something like this. I don't even think you'd be allowed. Typically the value adjustment on something like that is between $5,000 and $10,000. So $359, is this a good home for $350 without the green space? It's okay. Like, I don't know if it would get the $350, but they're not that far off. So Thompson Road is $374.5, and so it's a Phil Grove. It's about sort of 1,300 square feet, and the kitchen's a little bit more closed concept. We know there's hardwood floors. That's all I've got. Can't really comment much about the price, but these models have sold around there before in the past. Now, typically on Thompson, you're taking anywhere from a 1% to 3% hit in the value for being on Thompson, for the road noise and so on. It's not a perfect correlation, because there are some people that have paid basically full price, the same price that something on a quiet street to live on Thompson. I don't know why. I wouldn't recommend it, but that's what happens sometimes. So Vanier is $399, and I'm getting deja vu all over again, because if you've been watching these videos for long enough, you'll know that this home was listed last year. Not many bungalows in this neighborhood, and it's a great family area, which again for a bungalow owner may or may not be important. But you've got I don't know why, on a fix and flip, let's just say they bought this for way less than what it's listed for right now. Why would you do a yellow color? You painted the walls. I don't understand. It's a very poor choice. I think they could have done something much more beigey, neutral, and they would have been far better off. Same thing with the appliances. Investing an extra $1,000 in stainless steel, very good idea. Okay, so they've done some moldings, they've upgraded the counters, they've made it a little bit more open concept than it was before, and they did the countertop, but it doesn't, I don't know if it creates a wow. That's an old mirror, and it's a shame, because just a little bit different, painting this wainscoting out I think would look a lot better. Yeah, small decisions can make a big difference in a flip, and I highly recommend getting a good professional. We really like a few in town. I would say the person we work with most is Leanne Robertson at Our Projects. Her number is 905-302-8204. She's absolutely amazing. And so the lot size is not 90 by 100. If you couldn't tell from the photos, it's a 30 by 100 foot lot. And it's still relatively competitive with other bungalows at $399, and I think being under $400 for a bungalow, it's almost impossible to find, especially if it's had a bit of work done. So despite all of my reservations about that home, they are easy to fix if you are the new owner of the home, and it still represents pretty good value, I think. The person that bought it before did really well. So Jelinek is $419, smaller detached home. I'll give you a shot of the whole main level, and you can see a nice kitchen, great upgrades. That's it basically right here. You've got a powder room, you've got a family room here with hardwood floors, kitchen with an eat-in. Upstairs there's 3 bedrooms. You've got a washroom on each level, including the basement, which has a 3-piece shower. It's nice to have that extra full bathroom downstairs. And you've got the walkout, you get the finished area, so it's nice. I mean, I think that this definitely compares. It's only like 1,100 something square feet, but I think it's cozy enough. It would be great for a young couple, maybe even a young couple with 1 kid. You wouldn't have 3 kids in this house or anything like that. 419 Detached has a lot of stuff going for it, so that's a cute listing. I do like that one. And we've got this other one on Colson, which, doing the research, you'll find it sold last year, and it's another fix and flip. I don't know. For me personally, I would have done the driveway because your first impression, your curb appeal is very important. Painting the garage a little bit more neutral, all very good things. So you've got some hardwood floors here. They did some work in the kitchen. So good work. Again, stainless steel would have made a much better impression, and maybe just painting out the basement, making that a bit more neutral, because the wood trim definitely makes it a little bit old-fashioned. It's on a 52 by 120 foot lot, so a very, very nice piece of property. And 434.9 really comes down to how big the house is. It's not especially big. It's not a lot bigger than the stuff on Roseheath listing at $399. It has a better lot. It's a little bit high for this one here. And so we've got Babcock at $49, single car garage, and it's 2,300 square feet, plus I think there's another 800 square feet in the basement, plus you got a pie-shaped lot, and plus you're in a pretty good location close to the highway. You're close to the GO station. It's got some great things within a 5 or 10 minute walk of here. I don't know if the photos do it a lot of justice. I think overall it looks a little bit cluttered, and the photos are a little jammed up. The yard looks nice, even having some extra pergola that's been built there, and there's a nice shot too. So that's actually a really nice new Milton backyard. The house is probably rounding the corner on 10 years, 4 bedroom, 49. On paper, this represents tremendous value. I don't know how it's going to show, but to get all of that at that price, I think is very competitive. And Jelinek is $499. I can't remember the model name on this one. It's about 1,800 square feet, something like that. You only really have that room plus your kitchen with an eat-in, and they're all good size. The eat-in is a nice size here, and you've got some extra pantry space here. They've done some upgrading on the backsplash, and the rooms are a decent size as well. $499. Now it says a finished basement. I don't entirely trust that because there's no room dimensions or anything like that. If it had the finished basement, I'd say absolutely. Without it, we'll see what happens. I mean, typically there are models that are a little bit bigger, listing at $499 right now. Bustle is $534,777, and it looks like a 2,300 square foot home. A little high for a 2,300 with a single car garage, no finished basement, and we don't have a lot of information to go by here. 9-foot ceilings is nice. The pie-shaped lot may make the difference there, because there was one on Robson with a pie-shaped lot backing onto a school field that was pretty close to what these guys are asking, and it was the same list price. So Row Terrace, $629. I don't have the size on this one here. If I had to guess, I would guess it's probably somewhere in the 2,300 square foot range, and it's a very nice looking home. And I think generally we've seen a lot of the smaller 2,600 homes creep up into the 6s, but I don't quote me on the actual size of the home. I'm just looking at a few dimensions here and trying to figure it out. It could be a little higher with that median niche upstairs. So let's even say if it's 24, 25. I don't think it's much more than that. I'd be surprised. But again, we're starting to see certain price ranges start to crack and start to go up a little bit. There's about 3 or 4 of them that I've really noticed in the last 30 days. Now, we get to the pièce de résistance, is this one on Bell School Line. Pardon my horrible French accent. 1.7 million. You've got a more than 3,000 square foot 2-story home. A lot of it is the main floor. You've got a beautiful renovated kitchen here, and just look at the areas, the space. I mean, it's just incredible. There's a workshop there. You've got this beautiful gazebo here. I don't know if it's heated or not. And then you've got the slope down. You're basically right on the escarpment. If you look at where this one is, you can see the escarpment right here. So you're between 14th, you're just a little bit north of 14th. There's Steeles, there's Derry. Eventually there's going to be a sandy beach around here. You're close to Kelso. There's the town right here, so you can see how close you are to town. It's absolutely a magnificent location because you're in the protected space. You're not going to have the town infringe on you, but you're so close you can still go to the grocery store in about the same time as someone that lives in town. Absolutely spectacular, great location. The views, depending from where you are in the escarpment, you can see Toronto, you can see the CN Tower. It is spectacular. So Bell School Line is one of those streets that whenever something comes up on it, we always pay attention to. So that's the list for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you've got the purchasing power, I can't think of a better deal than that one on Bell School Line. Incredible stuff, renovated kitchen, awesome location. So have a great day. We'll see you soon. And if you need anything, if you want to see any of these properties, if you need hand buying, selling, investing, and you want to be treated right and kept safe, definitely give us a call. Okay, thanks. Take care.